Hello, dear students. Welcome to Easy Elimu, Learning Simplified. I am your teacher, Mr. Stanley Ombogo. Students, in our previous videos, we have looked at some of the styles that have been used in Fathers of Nation by Paul B. Vita. And in this episode, I want us to look at those styles that we never had the chance to talk about in the previous videos. So we have got a number of styles that we did not mention in our previous lessons. The first one is symbolism. So symbolism is also a style that Paul B. Vita uses in Fathers of Nations. So what is symbolism? So students, symbolism is the use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities. So it is a style, the name symbolism is derived from symbol. So it is a style that involves the use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities. So we have got some signs and the things that they symbolize in the novel Fathers of Nations. To begin with, we have the name Tuni. Remember, we are told that Tuni is just a nickname. So Tuni is Professor Kimani's daughter who died in a road accident. So remember, Tuni is her nickname. So her real name in the text is Tunisia. But now she was given the name Tuni because it symbolizes a place of conception. So it is believed that Tuni Tuni was born, or rather conceived in Tunisia. Hence, the name Tunisia, that is now Tuni as a nickname. So again, there is something here about the Path Alpha strategy. So we are told that Path Alpha symbolizes change and hope for the African country. So remember, Path Alpha is a document that was never on the summit's agenda, but because we have got people who believed that it was, a better, especially those who are from the agency for governance and development in Africa. They believed that this was a better. They believed that this was a better alternative as compared to the Way Omega document. So Path Alpha symbolizes change and hope for the African country. Then also Way Omega symbolizes the old regime, which needed to be fought and changed. And that is why it is Path Alpha that carries the day when the summit comes to an end. So Path Alpha symbolizes the old regime, which needed to be fought and changed. So we also have the men at the summit. So remember, the men at the summit are presidents. They are also heads of states. We can also refer to them as heads of states. So they symbolize the fathers of nations. So the title of the book, Fathers of Nations, itself is a symbol of the what? Of the African leaders, or the African presidents. Then the men, sorry, we've talked about that. The silent listener. Remember the silent listener? That was a gadget that was used by Nick Sentinel, who was a communication technician at the Voice of America. So the silent listener symbolizes the fastest growing technology. And that is why, dear students, when you are analyzing the thematic concerns, I did mention technology as a theme. So the reason why I mentioned technology as a theme is because of the silent listener. So also in symbolism, the silent listener symbolizes the fastest growing technology of the 21st century. Then we also have AGDA, that is Agency for Governance and Development in Africa, that is used in the text to symbolize. So it is used to symbolize. Sorry, it is used to symbolize the think tank of people pushing for path alpha, or rather those who are advocating for, the path alpha strategy. So that is why Mr. Tad Longway, who is the director for special projects, introduces himself like after approaching the what the path alpha observers or the path alpha advocates. The first thing that he mentions that he mentioned in his introduction is the what is the word agda, symbolizing the think tank of the people pushing for path alpha. Remember, it was a what a rival strategy. Path alpha, sorry, was a rival strategy that it is agda that felt it was the right alternative as compared to way omega strategy. So again, act number 22, that is number 22 in that name, symbolizes the day the undisputed president of Gambia fell from power, and that is well illustrated, sorry, on page 46. On to the next style, we have got ideophones. Now, dear students, uh, we have some learners normally confuse the difference between ideophones and onomatopoeia. So ideophone is the exact sound produced by something. So like I can imitate the exact sound of maybe let me assume that I'm walking in my flip-flops. So I'll go like pla pla pla, something. So that is the exact sound that is produced by the slippers as I am walking. But now, on the other hand, when we talk about onomatopoeia, onomatopoeia is use of words to describe a sound. So it does not like bring out the exact sound, but it uses words that describes the sound that is produced. Like when we talk about the hissing of a snake, so hissing there is not a sound, but hissing is now used to describe the sound. Now, when we want to talk about ideophone, then we talk about hiss. Yeah, so that was just an example. And by the way, sorry for that. So the author also encourages the use of ideophones like her. Then remember at the store, that is where Folabi met his father-in-law, that is Pamela's father. The machine, that was used to record the items that are purchased, the sound bleep, 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 etc. And we also have the sound oh la la. Then we also have who, is it who or yeah. So those are ideophones. That is the exact sounds produced by something. So on to the next, we have got a style here, dear students, that is a contrast. So what is contrast? So this entails differences in two or more entities. It entails differences in two or more entities. Again, it has been used to bring out the difference in people based on their physical appearance or situations in the text. So, dear students, if you have a problem with the definition of contrast that we have, just make it simple. Just say that contrast is a difference that is brought out. The difference that is brought out in people. A difference that is brought out in people. So we can have two different people who maybe are of different maybe, I mean, they like different things and all that. So that is an example of contrast. So some of the areas where this technique or this style has been used, dear students, we have got that is on page 101. The Nigerian president appeared more majestic in his sky blue robes than his Gambian counterpart in his white cotton. That was Chiamaka's observation. So you can see how that difference is being brought out. Uh-huh. The Nigerian president appeared more majestic in his sky blue robes than his Gambian counterpart in his white cotton. So they are wearing different clothes, which is bringing some contrast. It is bringing, yes, both of them are bringing aspect of fashion, but we can look at the degree. We can look at the degree. Of the fashion, that is by looking at the clothes that each is wearing. So that is why we are told that um, the Nigerian president appeared more majestic. So there is that difference that is brought out than the Gambian president. Again, Path Alpha presses the bird into your hands when Way Omega offers you a bird in the bush. There is also a difference that is brought out here, that is between the Path Alpha, difference between Path Alpha document and Way Omega document. Hope I'm not being too fast. So it is said that Path Alpha presses the bird into your hands when Way Omega offers you a bird in the bush. So remember, there is this say that normally says a bird in hand is worth or is worth more than two in the bush. Yeah, I guess it is that. Yeah, so it is more of Path Alpha being something that is already ready, something that is already there, only awaiting implementation, instead of the Way Omega that will take a long time to be implemented and also will result into uh, very many chaos and so on. So another aspect of style that is also used in Fathers of Nation, dear students, is a humor. So humor is a way of making the audience laugh, mainly used to break monotony or cheer up the audience. So in most cases, when a speaker is performing, this is just an example, when you are a speaker and you are giving a speech, and maybe if you look at the members of your audience, they appear bored. So in occasionally you can say something that is funny, that is humorous, to break the monotony or cheer up the audience, the members of the audience who feel bored or fatigued. So examples of where humor is used in the novel Fathers of Nation, dear students, is the first place, make that the church inside Africa. Mr. Longway added, and everyone laughed. So this was when Mr. Longway was introducing the four Path Alpha advocates to each other. Remember, they did not know each other, but Mr. Tad Longway knew all of them. So again, we would still be here next year admiring our hands if we could. The summit hall erupted erupted once more. So the heads of state were laughing at this humorous statement that came from the speaker. Then that came from a president who was among those who contributed in the summit. Then again, there is this part, dear minister, you will make the same protest with equal vehemence when your Way Omega wins. So I think these were President Bangoria's statements. That is when Minister Zinto was trying to protest the choice matrix. Then the leader of the committee telling him that you will make the same protest with equal vehemence when your Way Omega wins. So it has been a very interesting session and also interactive, and I really want to thank you for always ensuring that you are with us at the right time. So bye and have a wonderful time. Until next time.